Pop quiz, bitches. What do you call it when somebody in the course of just a few years goes from this?
But here we are together. We're eating, and we're alive, and we're healthy. I hope you're healthy.
To this.
Stupid dude.
Excuse me. I identify as skinny.
That, my friends, is what we in the industry call a YouTube success story and a tremendous business decision. The notorious Nikocado Avocado is the undisputed champion of monetizing the act of slowly game-ending yourself. He has created a multi-million-dollar empire by delivering a story arc about a 150-pound vegan mukbanger that has devolved into a 365-pound feeder fetishist that has turned the misery of his rapid weight gain into the foundation of his entertainment. Now, if you know me, you know that I don't care if people want to eat themselves to death. That is their right. I say enjoy that fondue. Nobody likes watching morbidly obese people struggle to do mundane things like us Americans, baby. It is our new favorite pastime. It goes like the Kardashians, and then let's watch morbidly obese people try and live a normal life. That is like reality television in a nutshell these days. Now, Nikocado has encapsulated that energy and dominated the YouTube version of that exact same thing. And the progression of his entertainment style has raised more than a few eyebrows, and he has been on the circuit of commentary YouTube for years. I mean, there has been tons and tons of videos made about him. This dude is a master of capturing people's attention at the expense of his own well-being.
Chill.
I have gained weight, and I don't even know why.
You guys know my weight's been spiraling out of control. Because my life is a disaster.
There's no cure.
This food's right in your brain. I miss the old Nick. Yada 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 yada. Yada 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 yada. Yada 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 yada. TikTok.
Now, most of you probably know his story, but if you don't know anything about Nikocado and his career on YouTube, I highly suggest checking out this video. It's called The Tragic Transformation of Nikocado Avocado by a YouTuber named SunnyV2, who does really good essay-style videos, and it'll give you a nice 13-minute synopsis, and I'll reference a few of the clips here moving forward. I also want to turn our eyes to some more recent content, including one that was uploaded 3 hours ago at the time of this recording, to see just how far down the rabbit hole of morbidly obesity as entertainment Nikocado has gone. But before we do that, allow me to talk for a moment about today's video sponsor, which is perfectly on brand for a video about relentless weight gain. I'll see you in a minute. So my wife and I just passed our 1-year anniversary of when we decided to start living healthier, which is also when we decided to try Noom for the first time. Noom is a digital health platform that leverages science, psychology, and community to make living a healthier, happier lifestyle sustainable. And we've had tremendous success with it. They offer intuitive tools to help you track your food and exercise and include psychology-based daily lessons that are easy to digest and crucial for creating a mindset that fosters sustainable habit changes. But nothing is off limits. My wife and I still enjoy our favorite treats. Noom just helps us approach it mindfully in a way that makes sense. Their recipe database is awesome, and the ease at which I can add my own favorite recipes makes tracking a breeze. It also syncs with my smartwatch, so my steps and my exercise is logged automatically. One of the daily lessons that stuck with me recently was about how ubiquitous processed foods have become in our culture and effective ways to replace them with more nutrient-dense alternatives. And like I said, they're not off limits if I'm craving something. The lessons are there to help educate and foster healthy behavioral changes that don't suck the joy out of life. Sustainable habits over time lead to impressive results. So if you want to live healthier or want a new weapon to wage on the battlefield of life, give Noom a try. You can click the link in the description box below to take your free Noom evaluation. It's quick, easy, and will help you get started with your own custom plan. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you.
Approximately 2 weeks ago, while sitting in his $2.3 million penthouse apartment, Nikocado Avocado would upload a video weighing himself
352.4 pounds. 352. I think not.
His weight of 352 pounds is in stark contrast to his beginning weight of between 150 and 160 pounds.
When I started mukbangs, I was 150 pounds, maybe 160.
Now, this story is especially interesting to me because it's a perfect example of how far are you willing to go for attention and money. And in Nick's case, he is willing to physically destroy himself in order to live in that $2.3 million penthouse and soak up all the attention he gets online, whether it's negative or positive.
When discussing his first mukbang video, Nikocado Avocado would state, "My very first mukbang got like 50,000 views in a couple of weeks, which was a lot for me at the time, and everyone was asking when's the next mukbang, which ultimately resulted in the continuation of the series." In The Psychology of Mukbang Watching, published in January 2020, the study found that the viewer's vicarious pleasure demanded a large quantity of unhealthy food to be consumed. For this reason, Nikocado Avocado began to eat more and more in every single video posted to the channel.
There's 45 here. We're gonna see how many we can eat. So here we go.
Let's start.
Let's start.
Nikocado found his niche and then took it to the absolute extreme. He realized that nobody wants to see him eating soy glazed tofu and green beans. They want to see you freebasing large soaked ramen noodles with a mozzarella stick chaser. He started following the views, and YouTube viewers are relentless. They don't care about you eating a little cheeseburger or a cute little chicken sandwich. They want to see you throw 15,000 calories of fried fast food down your gullet. They're not entertained until they can smell the saturated fat that's seeping out of your neck rolls while your heart is pleading with you to stop. Rule number one on the internet is bigger is better. And if you make a career making mukbangs and all of a sudden you start making money and get all this attention, it's only gonna keep getting bigger and better.
He would begin to swap out many of the clean, relatively healthy meals in exchange for fast food. 7 months after switching to full-time mukbang videos, Nikocado Avocado seemed to naively believe that he had maintained his original weight of 160 pounds. However, while doing a mukbang at the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas, Nikocado Avocado would step on their scale, at which point he would be confronted with reality.
So let's see how much I weigh. I don't even know. I think 160, maybe 160. Weigh yourself here. So we're gonna step right up. That has to be wrong. You guys, I'm 200 pounds.
So this would be the theme of the next several years of Nikocado's content as the scale continues to rise. This kind of laissez-faire denial that he couldn't possibly be gaining weight. It's just he's a little bit bloated. I'm a relatively healthy guy after all. I just make these 15,000 calorie mukbangs for YouTube. That's not really me. It's just a little bit of water weight.
It's mostly water weight.
He would upload 2 videos shortly after becoming conscious of his weight, stating, "I'm getting fat and I don't know why," as well as "say hello to my double chin," where he would unironically state that he thought it was just stress or water weight and that food wasn't the problem.
I'm hoping, I'm praying that this is just water weight. That this is water weight and it comes off in like a week of just not being so stressed. Because stress is our #1 killer. That's not our #1 killer. Chips, no. Our #1 killer is stress.
It's just a little bit of stress. The cans of Pringles, the Papa John's, the mozzarella covered fried chicken, that's just my job. I'm just holding on to a bit of stress because let me tell you, life is tough.
There is a medical mystery going on. There is something chemically imbalanced in me. I should probably go get my thyroid checked.
Classic thyroid problem. You love it, right? It's not the consequences of my actions that have made me this way. It's my thyroid. It's a bit of a punch in the dick to people who actually struggle with weight problems because of hormonal imbalances. When this dude makes a living eating 10,000 calorie meals for YouTube and then blames it on his thyroid.
I should probably go get my thyroid checked.
So if you watch that video about the transformation of Nikocado, you see the denial eventually turn into this realization in this full-fledged adoption once he finally understands what's going on.
I identify as skinny.
So fast forward to present day, and this is where we're at.
Hi everyone! It's me. You're really not happy to see me, I know, but you still click on this. And I'm with
Hi, I'm Hungry Fat Chick, y'all.
Hungry Fat Chick!
Name checks out.
We like to eat good, and we're gonna be eating lots of stuff for you. Now we're actually gonna be doing a weigh-in.
So we are in full-fledged adoption mode. It went from years of kind of denial, wondering what was wrong. Could it be a thyroid problem? It can't be because of my lifestyle. To now doing weigh-ins before the actual mukbangs to see how fat they've actually gotten.
Yeah, and we're gonna be measuring our waist, so don't fast forward.
Oh, and they
yet.
do waist measurements as well. That's
Today we're doing Cheetos noodles.
incredible.
All right, everybody. So
There we
as
go.
you know, my weight's been spiraling out of control.
Yeah, but you know, it's just water weight.
It's just water weight.
It really is.
And
Just
Well, do you identify as skinny too?
I am so skinny. I am a skinny queen.
We identify as skinny.
So this part actually struck me, and I didn't know this about Nick, but being the committed capitalist that he is, he's branded this unbelievable weight gain and turned it into merchandise. The actual domain for his merch is itsjustwaterweight.com, and he sells t-shirts that say it's just water weight and I identify as skinny. I mean, I gotta hand it to him. This dude is a master of monetizing his unbelievably unhealthy lifestyle.
Dr. Candy.
Oh, you're 67 inches.
67.
Make that 68.
My bad. I was sucking at it.
You were sucking at
Sucking
it.
at it. It's mostly water weight. 96 inches.
I'm a biggin. I am a biggin, y'all. Woo!
That's a lot of water.
That is a lot.
96 inches, that is very impressive. I mean, we're only 4 shy of 100, which feels like a reasonable goal to set for possibly a mukbang in the future.
Move this around so they can see.
Oh, she's already ready, bro.
Oh, that's perfect.
You don't like...
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Here, I might need a little hand, just in case.
Ooh, you did it.
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
So they've created a ritual of weighing themselves before the mukbang.
Come on, lady. Be nice.
460.6 pounds.
Wow.
Okay.
You got it.
Listen, if boxers have to weigh in before a fight, why shouldn't mukbangers be required to weigh in before a mukbang? If you're not pushing 400 plus, are you even committed to your career? You know what I mean? This makes perfect sense.
Oh.
£365.6
My memory's so bad. I forgot. What was that?
365, Nick, my man, putting in the work.
But I'm 365, so I gained 6 pounds. I'm closing this little 100-pound difference margin.
Yeah, it's closing in.
And it's your fault.
All your fault, you guys.
It really is your fault.
Listen, we're the ones clicking on the videos. We're the ones giving them the views that have led to millions of dollars of income. Nikocado is just a victim of our selfish desires. Do I want to see him get to 400 pounds? Of course I do. That's entertainment. Do I want to log on to YouTube and click on a video and watch this man crying eating a 35-foot steak bomb covered in mozzarella cheese? Yes! This is entertainment, and the poor bastard understands that, and he's just jumping when we say jump. Dance, monkey, dance. I want to see you get morbidly obese, bitch. Keep eating, you sick fuck. It's your fault. And my fault. Nick's the innocent one here. But on a serious note, and I said this in the last video I did about the morbidly obese friends, I have nothing but love and empathy for people regardless of what the scale says. I'm gonna talk about things, I'm gonna make some jokes. But everybody has their own vices and their own struggles and their own addictions. It just so happens that an addiction to food is much more outwardly obvious. And I don't wanna come off as insensitive, but when I watch something like this and I see the transformation of Nick over the years, in the amount of money the dude's made and all this attention, like, he's obviously got this addiction probably to the attention and now the food in this kind of caricature of himself that he's become as this obese person playing it up for the camera. But I watched this video where they're like doing these weigh-ins and this ritualistic measuring of their waist before they go sit down and eat thousands of calories, and they celebrate it and they laugh. And it's fine, you want them to have fun, but it feels like it's one massive coping mechanism for some very deep-seated unhappiness. And I say that as somebody who has my own unhealthy methods of coping with my own sadness.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Suck those noodles. So these clips we're about to watch are from 3 hours ago, and one of the controversies, I think, around Nick is that he has embraced this character in a way that's almost mocking himself in the community he's now kind of becoming a part of.
Oh. Vince. This place is a mess. There's no room in this place.
Where's the badge? Excuse me. I'm calling the police. I'm here in the woods.
You should call a dietitian.
I'm trying to get my exercise. Today's a very special day. This place is disgraceful. Whose job is it to clean this up? Oh!
Say what you want, but Nikocado has become one of the most prolific method actors of the last century. He is fully committed, clearly, to playing the role of the scooter-bound, morbidly obese American with the American flag hanging off the back. I mean, like, Central Arkansas Walmart prototype.
Excuse me. Did you say, today is a special, screamers. This can't hold my weight, discriminatory. I identify as skinny.
And to think that just a few years ago, he was a 150-pound violin-playing vegan. I am constantly amazed at what a little bit of YouTube fame can do to somebody. I mean, he's rich, he's getting the views, right? Everyone's talking about him. Maybe this was his calling, and he's found his comfort zone. Now, you have to imagine, like, when you look at a comment section on something like this, there's been so much controversy around the progression of his weight gain, and now the way he's kind of adopted this character and the way he treats it. But I mean, I see the entertainment value. I've watched through a couple of different videos and like the dude's a character. It's like watching a long, slow car accident and nobody knows how long it's gonna go on for or to what lengths he will continue to go to keep the views and the attention coming in. But I guess that's why so many people keep tuning in, because what is Nikocado Avocado gonna do next? I don't care at all what Nick does, but after years of kind of ignoring it, I decided to check it out, and I understand the appeal. I mean, we're clearly obsessed in this country with watching people really struggling with health issues. It's become a mainstay of entertainment on reality television. And Nikocado has become the YouTube version of that, but there's an air of sadness around it because you're watching this man genuinely ruin his health to keep up the views and the attention. I saw this comment under one of his videos that I think sums up the situation rather nicely. It says, he became an addict. The way he speaks, the way he thinks, behaves, minimizes, and justifies. That's what drug addicts do. He's literally lost his mind. He's a food addict and an attention addict. He has no other identity without other people's reactions, approval, and applause. It's devastating to watch. I hope he comes right. And that's exactly what this is. Food is an addiction for lots of people. And things can get a little bit wild when you find ways to justify that addiction by heavily monetizing it and getting a ton of attention. I'm certainly curious to see where the story ends. So many people in the comments seem so concerned about him and they want him to take care of his health and go on this weight loss journey. That would be a possibility. I think would be incredible. I think a lot of people would watch his weight loss journey. I think it would be cooler if he just continued to feed himself until he ballooned up to like 700 or 800 pounds and eventually died. Because after all, we're here for entertainment, not for Nick's well-being. Like he said, it's our fault. So keep on eating those mukbangs, Nick. Keep on sucking down those mozzarella-covered ramen noodles. Every 10 pounds equals 1 like from me, my friend. And if you cross that 500-pound threshold, I'll pay you 10 grand if you let me fly out and motorboat those sweet tits of yours. Nah, guys, I'm only kidding. I hope he gets healthy. Or not. Who really cares? The world is fucked regardless. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out here for a few minutes, and I hope I see you in the next video. Make sure before you go, you hip thrust that motherfucking like button, and I'll see you soon. Peace.